Peace and love. What's going on, family? It's Trey.
And it's Scott checking back in this Thizzy.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Brochillians podcast, episode 95.
95 of them guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out the first timers,
the last timers,
and the in-betweeners.
For coming back again week after week, showing much love however you do it, whether it is like, comment, and share, subscribing, turning them post notifications on, all that good shit.
Swipe up, whatever they be saying, all that good shit, right?
Good facts. But yeah, welcome back with your blessed, black, and highly favorite hosts.
And if you're a first timer here, Wednesdays is the audio, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
And Saturday is the YouTube visuals. We are a video podcast as well, so make sure y'all subscribe to us over there on that side too.
They've been saying we a music podcast.
They've been saying we hypocrites.
Yeah, actually, facts.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to both.
All right, wait, are we starting with that? Are we leading with that?
We can lead with that.
I don't know. I wanted to lead with love.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I wanted to lead with love.
We can lead with love. We can lead with love first.
All right, listen.
But in your famous words, though, how's your mental?
Man, I'm good. I'm starting this new, I'm on this little juicing phase, little juicing diet type thing. So,
I know you hungry as hell.
Yeah, I'm hungry as fuck. It's been it's almost the third day now. I'm a couple more hours, but I'm good. I'm just trying to get my health up, my mental up. You know what I mean? So we good. I can't complain.
I'm gonna try to start on that tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, get right.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's you know what I've been doing, just strictly like put that shit in the juicer, but it's just kale, apples, ginger, yucca,
this is the
and
health
a couple
podcast.
other stuff.
This is definitely a health podcast.
Yeah,
though.
man. Yeah, for sure. But now, how's your mental, King? What's up? What you got going on?
I'm feeling great. I'm a little cold right now. I don't know why.
Boy,
I don't got COVID or nothing like that, but nah, I'm good. Same old. Happy to be here. Happy to see everybody here too as well.
The team is here.
Shout
The
out
squad
to the
is here.
team.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you want to start with All-Star recap? Because I know we said
at
least I'm gonna throw you. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I'm gonna start with me.
All right.
I said I wasn't going anywhere during All-Star weekend, but then when Chastity hit us and was like, "Yo, she got 2 extra tickets and she not going," how could I say no?
I feel it. I definitely, and I know we do preach, you know what I'm saying, being safe and, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with the same people you've been with.
Not preach.
Yeah, nah, we do. We do that every episode. I understand that, yes, sir. So I definitely will take part of that critical, you know what I'm saying, I guess, criticism.
Deacon Scott, you're right.
Wow.
No, but I feel like everybody's a hypocrite at some point in their life. Somebody's always said something they won't do and then turn around and do it.
I mean,
I guess everybody.
For me, I guess it was just one of them things where, one, I had more, details that more than everybody was privy to. Because one, you know what I'm saying, it's not like they sold out the stadium. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, we was shoulder to shoulder in that bitch.
Yeah, from what I understood, tickets weren't to the public. It was...
Yeah, you had to have
essential
access.
workers and HBCUs.
Mm-hmm. Big
certain
access.
people, had certain access.
But yeah, I mean, listen, I'll take that. I didn't go nowhere else. We didn't go nowhere else after that.
Because the city was crazy.
Yeah, it was really wild.
Because that Friday we actually got some food. We picked up some pizza from somewhere, and we was hearing all kinds of ambulances and police officers all over the place.
I probably will die on this mountain alone. But I'll even go out and say that was probably one of the safest places we could have been. Because they had at the game. Because they had 12 blocked off both any entrance that you could get into. It was blocked off.
It was deep. It was deep too.
Yeah, and then when we was in there, it's they was already not let. Everywhere was closed off, so it was only limited places that we could go. I guess, and it was designated to our tickets too. So it was some chill shit.
One thing I will say before we get into it,
yeah,
I think the NBA shouldn't count this All-Star Weekend against Atlanta.
Wow.
They should bring it back because we need an All-Star Weekend when outside is open. And
doubt.
I guess people did still go out and have their fun and get their shit off.
Definitely.
But I'm saying actually in the arena and actually feel a real All-Star game without having a pandemic.
They're not gonna spin the block. It'll
be a couple years. It'll be a couple years because I think next year they said it's Cleveland. Who wants to go to Cleveland for All-Star Weekend in February?
It's Utah.
In February it's gonna be snowing and probably freezing.
Okay.
But for it being my first All-Star game, I can say I did enjoy myself.
So give me your favorite, I guess, moment or
my favorite moment. And everybody said everybody who said they watched it on television, they said it looked boring as fuck, or they went to sleep, or they just wasn't interested, or they just didn't watch it at all.
I'm pretty sure it was it didn't translate well because one, it was a fake audience.
that was blowing me the whole time too.
Yeah.
It was probably less than 1,000 people there.
Facts.
And anytime somebody came on the court or scored a bucket, it was a fake audience.
That's what I do want to say. Like to everybody that was, serving the criticisms coming from my neck, I do understand where y'all coming from, but you got to realize like they was really playing with y'all. It was not like it was a fake audience.
Yeah.
They was talking shit that like really wasn't even going on at like where the location at the stadium. So. It wasn't what y'all thought it was.
Everybody who was courtside was either kinfolk or friends to the NBA players.
And it was maybe a max of 20 people down there. Like it wasn't courtside. Yeah, that was courtside. It wasn't nothing crazy.
About 20, 25.
Yeah, so it was super safe. I will say that. But yeah, give me your favorite moment.
But to answer your question, my favorite moment, definitely the 3-point shootout when Curry set that record. I think he made 31.
Yeah.
Or he scored 31 points in a 3-point shootout. I really enjoyed that moment. The dunk contest, I feel like at this point, we've seen every dunk.
They robbed Obi.
Ever.
Honestly, they robbed Obi.
Did
I'm not gonna cap, yeah.
I mean, because at this point, it's creativity. It's creativity for every athlete that enters a contest. But I think my second favorite moment was the game itself. Okay. People was pulling up from the logo, Curry, Dame. It was behind the logo. And they was knocking that shit down.
The game was actually probably the best part for me, too.
And LeBron was big chilling.
He was. I think he played maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? I'm done. The second half of the season.
Yeah. He had to get right because he knows Blake Griffin is about to come for that ass. He already knows. But
that's not fair. We can get into that, too.
We're going to get into it. But I think my favorite part was probably when Kyrie and CP3 went up for the oop. That was probably my favorite part. And then, like you said, beyond the logo, when Steph pulled up and who was it? Dame that pulled up.
Dame
pulled up beyond the logo. So that was probably my favorite part.
I don't think I've seen Chris Paul dunk in ages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was pretty. That was pretty lit for me.
And I will say also, I did appreciate how the NBA did donate all those funds to the HBCUs.
That was lit.
So definitely shout out to all the HBCUs out there and alumni.
Big facts. Big facts. So let's see. I guess since we're already on this All-Star recap, do you want to get into like some more sports? We can just lead that way.
Yeah, we can talk about Blake Griffin going to Brooklyn.
So how you feeling? Yeah, give me your take on it because I know you was kind of tight.
For Blake, I'm excited because this is the first time in a long time where he gets to compete on a championship level. Because if we got to go back to when he was on the Clippers. That was probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
When he was on the Clippers, probably longer than that.
Yeah,
maybe even longer than that.
Yeah.
When it was the Lob City show and everything, and they couldn't get it past the second round. So I think for Blake Griffin at this time in his career, I'm definitely in support of him trying to win the title. But as far as the NBA,
yeah. So what you saying is it's no more Lakers than foe.
No more.
It's no more Lakers than foe. That's what you telling me.
No, the Nets should be the favorite now. If the Nets don't pull it off, it's a bust season for them.
Okay.
You have Kyrie, Harden, Durant, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan on the same squad?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Come on.
It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Now, I will say, too, if LeBron does win this year, I don't want to hear any GOAT conversations because the questions is done. He is the GOAT.
We're going to see how it play out. That's all I can really say. We're going to see. But that is, I mean, he going to have to pull something out of his ass for real. Because that is a very difficult matchup.
He's 36.
6 games?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Anthony Davis still not back.
Facts.
I don't know if they're going to get Andre Drummond. We don't know. The unknown. It's the unknown factor. But we'll see.
Who knows what happens with that. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting hit up. But let me see. What else?
How do you feel about the Blake Griffin?
I mean, yeah, it's just I know it's gonna be a challenge for him. I'm still like I said, you know me. I'm a wait kind of guy. I'm gonna see how it's looking when it get closer to time for them to actually, if that is the matchup, to happen to come about.
The only way they don't make it to the finals if 2 of those All-Stars get injured.
Anything
if I see Kevin Durant not playing and maybe Kyrie not playing, knock on wood, of course. But that's the only way they don't make it to the finals,
right? Because
they're not getting beat by the Raptors or the Hawks or the Knicks. Let's be real.
No, the only cheat code that I'm considering right now is the Nets. That's the only one that I'm that I could see.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm always gonna be a fan of my team. Like the Clips, it's always gonna be my team. I'm not switching on them. But as far as I can sit here and say
they won't make it.
Yeah, I know they're not gonna make it. That's
George Paul.
Stop, come on now. Hey, he was actually going off in the game. He
George
was actually
Paul. Don't tell me nothing about George Paul.
He actually had stats in the All-Star game.
I'm not even calling by his real name. It's George Paul.
Playoff P. That's his real name.
Pandemic P is his real name.
P.
Nah, fuck that.
You're a hater. You can't be a hater all your life, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What has he accomplished?
Listen.
Other than being an All-Star.
I mean, do we really have to like cite stats right now? The All-Star is the most freshest shit. We're gonna see what they do. I didn't even like say that to say I want them to, or I see them being in the playoffs or anything like that. That's just my team. But
no, they'll be in the playoffs for sure.
Winning a chip.
Okay.
Winning a chip, no. I'm just saying those two are my I guess two favorites. Obviously the Nets. Just because that's a big move for them, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna let it play out. But so how do you wanna segue? I'm thinking of getting into some shenanigans. I can't talk today. Excuse me, because I seen you put this question on here, but I don't know if you gonna humor me. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I'm gonna present it to you first. I'm gonna let you get your rebuttal, then I'll respond to it.
Go ahead.
So I was actually talking to my boy earlier, and he was like, "This is a good question for the pod." And he was like, "Would you date a woman who wouldn't allow you to have a female friend?"
Yeah. So
I wanted to get your opinion on it.
You want to get mine first because you're trying to get me caught up. But
it's okay. No, I'm not even trying to. It's not even that.
It's okay.
That's part of it. That's part of the reason.
Leading with love type
But the first part of it is because you're in a relationship.
Right.
So, not to put your business out there, but
I mean,
I just want to get your perspective on there. Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. My initial reaction to it would be, if you are a man or a woman and you're, I guess, denying your partner access to like having a friendship that is with the opposite sex, I feel like that's very immature and childish. For you to expect, like as a woman, for you to expect me to have only guy friends is a little weird to me. Cause you gotta think about it too. Like as a man, especially when we get into these older years, as a man, the only thing that I'm not thinking of just sex. I'm not thinking of, you know what I'm saying, like just getting at a woman for whatever we was getting at him for in high school, just trying to like, you know what I'm saying, chase and tail, whatever the case is. That's not my perspective now as an older man. So me having those friendships, it's not necessarily like that you automatically have to assume that I'm doing some nut shit or that I'm like walking outside of my relationship.
I think women might not openly say it, but it might be just a tad bit of jealousy there, especially if
it is that, yeah. Because I know women
if they're very attractive. They're very intelligent. All those factors play in, whether y'all had a friendship from high school or you just met her a year ago in college, whatever the case may be. I think women definitely play that.
It's a slippery slope though, because I do know women that, you know what I'm saying, don't really hold that jealousy factor in it when it comes to that, just because some of them are more mature than that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I have what, y'all 5 guy friends in the group, but everybody else is like kind of women. And my girl, she knows that, and she's okay with it. One, because I portray it in not so shady light. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know who these people are. I'm bringing you around them because I want you to be cool with them too. So it's not something that you have to like assume negatively.
I hate to say this, but women are crazy, and everybody
they gonna kill you for that. They gonna kill you for that.
Huh? I'm gonna give them their flowers later.
During Women's Month, they gonna kill you.
Nah, they're not gonna kill me. They're not gonna kill me.
You're canceled, King.
Nah, that's facts. Men are crazy as hell too. Don't get it fucked up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just as crazy,
for sure.
But I think that is an insecurity. If a woman doesn't allow you to have other woman friends, or because those relationships in that report was established way before they were part of the picture.
And I mean, it's not even just that though. Like, you do have your time frames. Like, maybe I did have this friend that was a girl before I even met you. But also, it's like, even if I did meet a girl and we become friends while I'm in a relationship with, somebody else, it doesn't have to be off the premise of, oh, I'm here because I see something in you or I want something from you type shit. Mm-hmm. It could be whether it's business or whether y'all just friends, whether you just picking up a vibe and, y'all cool. Like, now, granted, like I said, you would have to bring your shorty, your lady around this friend. So,
you bought it now.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying, that would be the only way that I could see that working. Because, I could like, get with her having a grievance against me not putting her around this girl and me saying, oh, this is my friend.
So let me play devil's advocate now. So, if your shorty had a couple different guy friends and
I need to meet them. I need to be around them more than once, twice. You know what I'm saying?
So Shorty's feeling the same way. She got to meet her.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
But even with that, I don't know how much time you spending with that lady friend of yours because
it may not be often. But
right, but the relationship and the time invested is probably gonna regress now that you're in a relationship.
I don't think it has to. I mean, it will, just because you're naturally, like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you want to naturally gravitate to that person. You want to, like, spend time with that person. So, it'll naturally decrease with that woman friend. But at the same time, I don't think it has to be that. Like, I don't think it has to be said to where I'm in a relationship now, so I can't hang out with her no more. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be. I
mean, I've seen plenty of my boys. They've had to take an L where it's like, all right, it's either me or her.
I've seen that, and that ultimatum shit is for the birds.
And with relationships, you have to compromise. You do have to make sacrifices.
Compromise is one thing, but
it's sacrifices too. Because again, you might be with a shorty for 2-3 years, and she said, all right, you got to cut this friend off, whatever the reason may be. Are you doing that?
But see,
is your relationship worth that?
And that's where I disagree. Because compromise is one thing, but ultimatums is a totally different thing. You telling me I have to choose between the two for no apparent reason, but you not feeling okay with it for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's how it be.
That's not okay with me. Because me as a man, I'm off gate presenting it to you as there's nothing to be hidden. There's no shadiness. This is my friend, and that's what it is. And you can be around her.
She's not trying to hear none of that. And y'all been together 3+ years.
No, because that's not how my shorty's gonna think.
But not even your shorty, but I'm just saying in general.
No, I don't mean like the shorty that I'm with now. I'm saying like my shorty, like the person that I end up with. That's not going to be your perspective. That's not going to be your mind frame. Because you already know. No, listen. You already know that me as a person, I'm going to...
I get what you're saying.
I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I'm not going to hide anything from you to even make you assume that there's some shady shit going on.
Okay.
So that's not even a thing. Like, that's not going to be your perspective. Right. I'm not saying, like, I'm going to force you to think that way. I'm saying, like, you're not going to want to think that way because of how I move.
If it comes down to that ultimatum, y'all been together 3+ years, and you see marriage or you see...
I don't see her giving me that ultimatum. If we've been together 3+ years, you
don't see a lot of things in relationships until it hits you.
I mean, that's true. It would have to be a reason, though.
The mean left.
It would have to be a reason, though. Like, for me to cut off somebody that I'm really, really cool with, that was a girl, for my shorty to ask me to cut that person off, it would have to be for a legit reason, and I'd be like, okay, cool, bet. Like, I understand that makes you uncomfortable or whatever the case is, and I'll nip that in the bud.
Because if it's
just off the chance that you just don't want to because you don't want me to have women friends,
if I'm going off my capsule of marriages that I've seen from my family or just anybody who's gotten married, I don't know too many husbands or men out here who have girlfriends outside of their family or their wife.
I've seen it multiple times, and I've seen it with people way above our age and at our age that are in long-standing relationships and vice versa in short relationships that have just started off, but like the partners know that they have friends of the opposite sex. Like, I feel like that shit can work as long as you know what I'm saying, present yourself as an upstanding person. There's nothing hidden, and you know what I'm saying, as long as there's nothing shady about it, I feel like that can work. But like you're saying, not everybody is like that. Not everybody thinks like that, and I understand that. But that, in terms of like speaking for me, the person that I end up with is not like I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have that way of thought just because of how I move and my character, the way that I display myself or portray myself.
Okay.
But so tell me, like I'm already knowing how you feeling. But I guess, like, put it into words for the fans, like, that's just...
You took it away.
I mean, because that's my opinion.
Give
me yours.
I think, for me, it would have to be worth it. It would be a difficult situation to be in, for sure, and it would be tough to give up. But if it's my relationship versus that friendship, I might have to let it go. Okay. I might have to let it go. Respectfully, there's nothing against that person. We still can be cool.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? We still can follow each other on the gram or whatever it may be. I might see you in passing, but if I can't hang out with you anymore because my wife sees you as a threat, or my long-term girlfriend sees you as a threat, we're going to have that conversation for sure. But again, it comes down to making sacrifices and compromising. I know if it was the other way around and I wanted her to cut off a guy that I thought might be...
Right.
No
doubt.
Yeah, it'd be the same conversation.
But see, you would have a reason for it. But you would have a reason for you telling Shorty to cut off. Yeah,
but I'm saying she would have a reason as well.
Right, and that's the only thing that I'm saying. As long as the reason is valid, I'm okay with cutting it.
But
I'm okay with cutting it.
But I think the reason is just because she's a woman is the reason.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, and that's why. That's most women are gonna say just because she's a woman, I need you to dead that. But
men have insecurities as well. I'm not saying I carry some of my old insecurities into my new relationships or situationships, but that's something that you definitely think about. That's something that crosses your mind.
Of course, and that's where I guess like the double standards come in too, because men can be egregious like that and want their women friend, but on the offhand not want their woman to have a man friend.
And that goes back to what I was saying. You can't have it both ways. So.
Right. As long as the reason is valid, I'm understanding. Right. I'm definitely understanding. I'm with that. But I get where you're coming from, though. I definitely do. But speaking of, I guess, I don't know if this is like a weird transition, but speaking of women friends and I guess controversy, can we get into, some music, this Tory album? I know you was talking about that. How you feeling?
So Tory dropped, I think the name of the album was Playboy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure now it's taboo to talk about Tory without talking about Meg. Huh?
Taboo? Why?
I mean, cause like it's hard to not talk about because that was probably one of the biggest hip hop stories ever. If you wanna talk about it, you know, we've had some crazy and egregious stories in hip hop, but this definitely ranks somewhere up there. Okay, and we still don't have a valid reason on what happened and why happened.
We never gonna get that.
Exactly. So it still makes you. I know we had our Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion episodes eons ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it still begs the question, like, what really happened? And it makes you look at the situation kind of funny. Because it's like, is she lying on Tory?
Yeah.
Or is Tory telling the truth?
Honestly.
Because I came from the perspective where it was like, I don't see a woman at all, period, lying about who shot her. You know what I'm saying?
True, but at the same time, I don't see a man moving the way he's moving now if he did shoot her.
Hey.
That's my only thing.
And that's where the conundrum comes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think with this album though, the first song is and this is just the intro. Mm-hmm. I think the first lyric actually, let me click on it actually. It says, "I hope you find somebody more toxic." and y'all go through way more arguments than we did.
That's some petty ass shit.
That was the vibe that he was on this album, and
that's facts.
I was curious to listen to it just because to see where I guess his psyche is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's 2021. It's been almost a year since that incident. And he tweeted, if I'm not mistaken, this is his best project that he's ever put out. So I was like, all right, hold on. Let me listen to this and see what he's talking about. I don't think it's his best project that he's put out just by listening to it twice.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this is his first time doing an all R&B album that wasn't samples. These are all beats that were made from scratch. And that he was like, all right, I'm going to lay my hooks or whatever on these tracks. So I will give him that.
That I appreciate.
It's a couple songs I'm going back to. You can call me toxic if you want, but until it comes out to where you say he was guilty,
nah,
I don't know if he really did that shit still.
I'm actually rolling. I'm here for that take as well, just because the fact that like what I got from this body of work was a very like chip on my shoulder, I have something to prove kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that, especially if you just look at the titles of the songs, like from 1 to 12.
Are you dumb?
Exactly. Are you dumb? The makeup, feelings.
Lady of Neptune was hard.
Yeah, it was.
Super hard.
And Don't Walk Away, just trust me. I feel like he went through a plethora of different feelings that kind of, I guess, road mapped where from us hearing, you know what I'm saying, that headline of whoever shot or whatever happened.
And that's a sick transition. We went from cutting off women friends to Tory.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how that happened.
Is that toxic?
That's toxic. hey, you leading, Poseidon?
I'm leading?
Yeah,
that's
you are.
Wild. Nah, I just wanted to get your opinion.
I think ultimately though, I'm going back to a few songs on here, and he was throwing subliminals throughout the album. I don't know if he was talking about Meg or just his past relationships as an entirety, but he was throwing some jabs where it was like, "You punched me in the jaw." He's talked about him being physically abused, verbally abused, and how he's feeling about it and the headspace that he's in, and it's just interesting to see, I guess.
I definitely accredit it to what he's recently been through. I'm not going to say, like, all of it was just that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, some of it was due to some past things that he's gone through.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not going to say I hate it. I'm definitely not going to say it's his best either. It's decent. And for what it is, I guess, I haven't been listening to Tory. This is the first game.
Yeah, this is the first project I listened to because I think he's dropped at least 2 or 3 since that whole incident happened.
I'm not mad at it, I guess. I'm still letting it, you know what I'm saying? I'm still dissecting it. I'm still letting it ride. So we're going to see. I probably will have a different opinion in the coming weeks or so. But we'll see. But upon initial arrival, I'm not mad.
Now, I'll tell you what I did digest also.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Bruno and Anderson .Paak dropped Leave the Door Open single. I guess their group is called Silk Sonic. I guess that's what they're calling it.
I guess so, yeah.
And I guess this is the first single to the project that they have coming out soon. I don't know if there's a release date or not. I don't think so.
I haven't heard
at least yet. But that song is very, very immaculate. They could have did that song acoustic, and it still would have been great for me.
They probably would.
That's going on the Mr. Bitch's playlist for sure. like hands down, no questions asked.
I'm not mad at it.
Even the visuals, we watched it before we got here to record. Like the aesthetics and everything. I've always been a Bruno fan, and I don't know. I think we were having this conversation with Amari when it was Anderson .Paak. He was saying he doesn't like his. Did you say you don't like his solo albums, or what did you say?
I'm not fond of like, it's not that I'm against it. It's just I feel like his solo songs are not for me. But when he's featured on songs with other people, it's like it's very immaculate. I like the sound.
Okay. Yeah, and so I think kind of the same. I'm not like the biggest Anderson fan, but if he is on a feature, he always bodies it for the most part.
Yeah.
At least the artist that he collaborates, that's on my playlist or that I see pop up on my timeline, I'm with it.
So now I appreciate Anderson, maybe not like vibing to everything that he makes sonically, but in terms of like his lyricism, I can actually say that like following it has been very, very phenomenal. Like his verbiage is actually immaculate to me because it's I don't know, it's just witty and it's unexpected to me.
The production on it was incredible too, but that was expected. I'm pretty sure the budget is probably $1 billion they have to spend on this whole thing. Of course.
Now this duo is actually like low key perfect just because it's, I guess, the best of both worlds. Maybe like the, I guess, two very different extremes because you have like Anderson with the raspy kind of soulful voice, and then you have Bruno with his like high falsetto, I guess that's what you call it. I don't know, but he can hit them notes like that. I feel like that pairing went very well. It was cool as fuck to me. I appreciated it, and I'm excited about the album whenever it drops, whenever the project drops.
Which Coke boy you got, Bruno or The Weeknd? Bruno, you taking Bruno over The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruno. Abel is just, he doesn't.
I think that might be an unpopular opinion. I think
I'll probably die on that alone.
I hear more people from our generation speak more about The Weeknd and talk more about his projects. And I guess Bruno is. Well, you can argue The Weeknd is pop as well. Just depending on which album and which songs you're talking about specifically.
I would say that.
I just think, I don't know. They're both great in their own spaces, in their own capacity. I'm
going Bruno. I think just because it's a more nostalgic kind of feel for me. It's a retro feel, and I always say that like I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. I think that sound reproduced now.
If The Weeknd could dance, I think that would change everything. Y'all would respect him more. I feel like
I'm probably still not. I'm still not checking for Abel.
So if he did that Super Bowl performance, it was dancing like Mike.
Nah.
Y'all would have went crazy.
Nah. Maybe the collective.
Because he has the award for sure. Nah. He has that. Because I think The Weeknd is low key from the wrong decade. I think so.
I don't know. It just don't hit that way for me. Like it hits more. Like when we're talking about that perspective, it hits more when you're talking about an artist like Bruno for me than The Weeknd.
And I was heavy on Weeknd before 50 Shades of Grey and all that. Okay. I've been a fan.
Okay. No, I'm not mad.
I guess we do have to save the best for last. Scary Hours.
Let's get into it.
Scary Hours 2 drop. Drake. Yes, sir. And the 3 songs is What's Next, Wants and Needs, Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up? So tell me how you feeling. Off GP. First listen.
I'm not gonna criticize it or critique it too hard. It's a 3-pack. It was something to hold us over until when CLB drops, which is what? I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna come out.
It's March.
At this point, I told you I've been stopped speculating because this was supposed to come out last year according to sources. But people would just be talking. I'll just wait till it comes out to get my full opinion on that. But when it comes to Scary Hours, What's Next was cool. It was a swag rap kind of song. We've heard that. That reminded me of Free Smoke that was on that More Life playlist. That's what I kind of equated it to. Okay. The visuals on it just showed that Drake is very rich and wealthy. And he has money to blow.
Of course.
The second song, Wants and Needs, I'm never going back to.
Really?
I'm never going back to.
Why? That's interesting.
It's just not for me.
Hold up, because you was trying to come for me when I initially, when you asked me if he missed, when you texted me, and I said 2 for 3?
No. You said 1 for 3, and I said you're wildin'.
Originally, I said 1 for 3.
Yes.
The first, yes, because I had heard it. Because I heard it.
All right, hold on.
I had to listen to it in the car. Everything
you do something
different when I listen to it in the car. But I'm still never. It's still 2 for 3 though. It's still not a 3 for 3 pack for me.
And I just said 2 for 3.
But okay, tell me why though? Because originally you said that he didn't miss.
I'm gonna tell you.
You didn't say you said he didn't miss.
Yeah, it's still not a miss. 2 out of 3 is not a miss.
I mean, if you're not counting the 3 for 3, one of them he missed.
Nah. I'm saying as an entirety he didn't miss.
Okay, give me your take.
But What's Next? Baby smoked him. Lil Baby out rapped him on this track, and it showed. Yeah, I don't even remember one word or one part that Drake said from that second song. So
meet me in the content. I don't even know.
The hook was. But that's typical Drake. That's typical Drake to me. What was the hook?
Well, I don't spit the hook right now, and I'll give it to you. No, Wants and Needs?
Nah,
no,
he came in rapping.
It was a verse. It was like...
Yeah, it was a verse.
Not... He said
no. I'm saying at the beginning of the song
and some M's or some shit like that.
But you see, it's not memorable.
Exactly.
Versus,
that shit just came out.
But I'm saying, what's next? You know exactly what he was saying.
Everybody, now
you know
for a fact, everybody is hitting that little bop that he did.
Yeah,
exactly, everybody's doing that.
Saying. You know what he was saying.
It's already lit. But listen, hold on. Cause the thing is, let me see. He came out.
Let's not get censored, please.
See what I'm saying? That whole stint right there, I just wasn't fucking with. Off GP, I really wasn't fucking with the flow.
I wouldn't say it's a bad. I don't know if it's a bad song.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give it time. I don't know, cause I listened to this maybe, and it's only a 3-pack. I listened to it through maybe like 4 or 5 times now. So I don't know. Maybe it does need to grow on me, but I will agree with you. Baby did smell. He out-rapped him on this track.
Yeah, so that was just my plight with that second song, and then the third record, we know Rick Ross and Drake don't miss.
Of course,
their worst record to me is Money in the Grave. I did not like that song at all. I've never went back. I heard it once or twice, and I was like, I'm never playing this shit again on my phone.
Okay,
but everything else they putting out has been golden and luxurious. I know what Ross gonna do when he spit. I know what Drake gonna do when he spit when they get into that bag, and then the sample on it. Yeah, the sample was crazy. That's probably one of Drake's best samples. I know it's early. But I think so.
I'll say it's up there only because, the way what he turned it into. Because we listened to the original, and the original, I guess it's cool, but the way he did it definitely made it into something else. So I appreciated that. But I felt like the Lemon Pepper freestyle with Ross, I felt like he was putting that on the album. I don't know why.
I don't know if any three. I think these were just throwaway tracks because
the first 2 definitely throwaways, but. A 4-minute freestyle?
And by throwaway, I mean like a Drake throwaway, not this song is garbage.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't say this. Lemon Pepper could easily be an A-side.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like that should have been on...
I could see that being on Certified Lover Boy. I could have seen that. Drake gets into that bag on his albums, whereas I'm going to give you that swag, cool rap. He does that. He does that.
Maybe.
So I wouldn't say they were like necessarily throwaways for the album. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think overall on this last song, he was getting his shit off on the bars for sure.
Nah, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I appreciate it. I liked it. I'm definitely. Can you say you're anticipating CLB more now after this, or are you still?
I'm still feeling a little jaded about it because it's just like we don't know if we're gonna get it tomorrow. We don't know if we're gonna get it December 31st. We're just playing the waiting game at this point. Drake hasn't dropped in 3 years. Or if you want to count Dark Lane demo tapes, I heard most of those songs when people were leaking his shit.
Right.
And I don't even think people are leaking his shit. I think it's really him leaking his shit or somebody from his camp. So if you want to count that project, I'll give you that. But Scorpion, I think Scorpion, his last debut project, that was his worst album that he put out.
Interesting. Okay.
His first album.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? So Far Gone?
So Far Gone? For real?
Well, which one are you talking about?
Take care.
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later was his worst shit, you're saying?
Correct.
That's
crazy. This is the pod. You know what? Thanks, guys.
I don't know about that one.
No, my name is not yet. Don't put me in that.
Nah, but actually, speaking of some worse shit, this might be a hot take for me. I don't know if you... we're going to segue because I wanted to get into this. I don't know if you've seen it, but Coming to America 2. I feel like that was probably it was trash in my opinion.
Well, you say you didn't see the entire movie.
I didn't want to.
Damn.
I didn't want to. It was doing too much for me.
So yeah, I heard people weren't excited about it. I heard mixed reviews. I wasn't excited about it because nothing beats the classic.
Right.
Whether that's the Friday, whether that is to the original Coming to America, nothing beats the first for me.
There are some things where I can say the sequel was better.
Like what?
Let me see.
No. Tell me. Huh?
No, I wasn't gonna say like Mike 2. I wasn't gonna say like Mike 2.
We didn't need Belly 2.
We didn't need Belly 2. What else? I'm waiting, King.
It's off the top, so give me some more time. It's off the top.
It's off the dome.
Too Fast and Furious.
The first one was better.
No.
Hell,
no.
Y'all just say that because y'all like Tyrese in the film.
Nah, the second one was bad.
Nah.
The storyline in that shit was hard.
The first one was better than the Too Fast, Too Furious. Y'all liked it because it was Luda in there and Tyrese Gibson. Let's be real.
Okay, and so? What you mean? Yeah.
Just because they got some black actors in it don't make it automatically better. Like,
no, not automatically because they're black, but because it was a good movie. It was just better, in my opinion.
What was good about it? Ileana Fidel? what was good about it?
I mean, you a hater? Come on. They got their shit off.
Come on.
They got their shit off.
And then that was the beginning of when they start being... Nah, that was the last wholesome Too Fast, Too Furious.
Nah, listen.
I get that.
And that definitely secured Paul Walker as an honorary black man. Forget about it, cuz. You ain't letting no other white dude get that off. You know you not. Come on.
You let Amari tell it Eminem. Eminem can get it off. Well, I'm not gonna even put him on blast. I'm
look. We're gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna give you some more options of what sequel was better than the original. But for this one, I'll definitely agree. But I didn't like it.
I mean, I was trying to find it because I wasn't trying to pay for Amazon to watch this 2 hour. I think it's an hour 45.
I'll slide you.
Okay,
the
cool.
Past, the past.
But I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people said they actually liked it. Some people said they hated it.
Listen, everybody was fresh as hell in there, but when I say they was reaching with like the roles in it, it was just too much going on. I heard
there was too many like celebrities in
there. It was a lot of celebrities in there.
I think they had it at Ross's crib.
It was filmed there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wasn't running to, I guess, not even the box office, just running to my TV to take a gander at it. I couldn't find a password, and then I was just like, do I really want to see it? I'm going to let some time pass by, let it die down, the hype, and then actually watch it for myself. Yeah. Same thing with WandaVision. I didn't even see the last episode. You said people was killing me last week about that. I don't care.
No, they were because your take was wild.
What, that is mid?
Yeah, it's not mid.
So why is it good?
It's not mid.
No, why is it good?
What do you mean, why is it good?
I'm asking you a question.
Off the strength of the backstory alone, Marvel pushing the envelope with making this a TV show is a whole
That's pushing the envelope?
When you think about it, yeah, because Marvel has historically been movies or comics. Yeah. You make a series about, like, branching off into a different pair of couples relationship. Like, we're not even talking about any of the other Marvel characters. This is strictly them, like, their time frame. Yeah, that's a big thing.
WandaVision has no replay value.
That's wild.
No, that's a fact. Once y'all watch these 9 episodes, you're not going back to it.
As soon as they...
Let me finish. I'll let you talk.
Go ahead.
Versus Endgame, or versus Infinity War, or versus... Captain.
You
can't
do that.
How can I not do that?
Because
I'm putting it up against all the other Marvel films. It's not the same. No.
You can't. I'm not saying juxtapose the two. You can't juxtapose the two. No, but in the aspect of the whole storyline, when you put the movies in order and then you add this TV show in, like, just a spinoff to the whole Marvel universe, that shit's gonna add up, and you're gonna go back to it because that's a vital part of Wanda's life and Vision's life. I'm
not crazy about the black and white TV show.
Listen, I'm a nerd for this shit, so this is way beyond.
And don't get me wrong, I'm a nerd as well. But let's call it spade a spade.
I'm calling it a spade.
How much replay value does it have after these 9 episodes? How many times are you going back?
Once they start dropping more things in the Marvel universe, you're gonna see how it plays in. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not negating any of that. I'm saying how much replay value does it have?
The replay value will go up when they start adding more movies to the universe.
How much replay value does it have now?
I mean, realistically though, like, you're not going back to
answering my question.
No, but listen, you're not going back to Avengers Endgame without watching the one before that just to get backstory. Most people, everybody's watching both of those.
I've seen people cut it on and watch the whole entire thing, start to finish, 3 hours.
But when you've seen it 4, 5, 7 times, you're not just watching that one by itself. You're watching 3 or 4 of them.
Fam, we're not going back to WandaVision.
You're wilding.
No, you're not. No, you're
I'm
not.
wilding.
No.
All right, it's cool. Say no more. I'll let you keep that. I'll let you get that off. Let me see. What's next?
Do we care about let me switch it up.
Go ahead, King.
Do we care about the CDC updated its zombie apocalypse preparedness guide? And I don't know if they're just trolling us.
I think it is a troll. I think it is. I do have the post here too. Yeah.
Yeah. It says, according to Yahoo News, the CDC recently updated its zombie section on its website, which was initially created in 2011. While the CDC noted that it's clearly a joke, it seems they aren't taking any chances since we are still recovering from a subtle global pandemic that none of us knew to prepare for. And they're saying read the rest. You gotta log in and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trolling us. I don't think this is propaganda at all. Why would you put that on there? They're doing that for a reason. And I'm not saying. Look, listen. If zombies really come, I think it depends on the bloodline of zombies that we get. If we get the Zombieland zombies, we're fucked.
Where they got like 3 or 4 variations. They got the dumb ones, the smart ones.
If we get the I Am Legend zombies, we're fucked.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
But best believe, I'm nifty, so it's gonna you have to kill me. I'm going out.
I'm saying they're trolling. I'm saying they're trolling just because one, it's like, okay, think about it. You're dispersing this vaccine heavily. You're trying to get it out as fast as you can, and you're
not even thinking about the vaccine. Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, and it's probably propaganda, but think about it. People have been saying like, off the premise of the storyline, I Am Legend was based off 2022, and a vaccine was the cause of the apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse. So you releasing this specific, you know what I'm saying, headline now is like, bro, you have to be trolling. Come on, because you telling me you actually believe that there's going to be a zombie apocalypse.
I could see it. At this point...
But yes, you can see it, but listen, people like that, no, they're not saying it, though. They're not saying it out loud. They may believe it, but they're not saying it out loud. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
I mean, I was trying to.
Please, go ahead. Okay.
But I think anything is possible at this point. We survived a pandemic. We still are surviving a pandemic. Trump was president. Shit, Kanye almost was president. Shit, we've seen a lot of different variations of extreme shit. Huh?
I don't think they would have let that ride.
What you mean? If they let Trump be president, why won't they let Kanye be president? If people actually went out and voted for Kanye, which is the iller part.
Because Kanye is black. They almost didn't want to give it to Obama, and they fought that shit hard as hell. That's why.
Listen, does Kanye think he's a black man?
It doesn't matter what he thinks he is. If they see that brown skin, it's over with.
Nah.
That's what it is.
Listen.
Come on.
I mean,
that's what it is. But I don't know. I just feel like it's a troll, but we'll see. Who knows? I mean, I guess it's a good thing in retro that they updated it, because now we know, you know what I'm saying, where your head's at, what we should and should not do. I don't know. But that's one thing. Do you want to get into... Actually, nah. Something completely different. Do you want to get into this Pharrell hotel situation?
Yeah, you got it pulled up?
Yeah. Are you staying there for one? I just want to get off the top.
So, I don't know. I question anywhere I stay now moving forward because of the pandemic. I don't know how clean these hotels, even Airbnbs at this point. Like, even when I check in, you were supposed to be doing this before, but you deep clean the shit out of everything.
Right.
Deep clean the shit out of every single thing. So with these hotels, how do we know 100% that they changing these sheets the proper way?
You don't.
How do they know if they really vacuuming and cleaning the bathroom how they supposed to before even COVID?
You don't. Because when we was out at hotels, they would come while you was gone, and you would just see the shit going. So it's not like we know that they Clorox, and we just know that they took the towels off the floor.
Right.
So, I mean, that's really it.
Then they make it into a little animal for you, put it on the bed.
No, that's
like,
facts.
nah, you got to do more than that for me.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't care for it either.
Like, you can keep all that. I mean, I was never really eating the chocolates off the pillows either, just because it was weird. I don't know.
And I never drank that water either. The little $5 bottle that's sitting right there.
Exactly.
Nah.
And it'd be the shittiest water. Like, I'm not paying $8 for this.
I don't like Fiji. It'd be Fiji water.
Are you crazy about Fiji water?
No.
That's the thing. I'm not paying that. But okay, so off the strength of Pharrell's name, would you go there?
Where's it at? Let me ask that first. Where is it located? Does it say?
Miami. So it says Pharrell is opening a hotel in Miami with David Grutman called the Good Time Hotel. Off the strength, and I mean,
I'm just going off of that vague. I mean, it looks dope, but
okay. Not solely off the strength of
I don't really go to hotels now. I mean, if I book anywhere, it's gonna be an Airbnb for the most part, or stay with somebody that I know.
Okay, interesting. I mean, I get that.
Do you know if the hotels that you go to are any hotels black owned?
Probably not.
No, I have seen there was some noise about 3 black men that did go into business purchasing a hotel, and then I read something about I think 2 other black men that purchased the first bank as well. That was black owned bank, but not many of them. Nah, and that's actually something to talk about, because
I would support for.
Yeah, no, that's facts. For that reason, no doubt. I would have to do my diligence though to see, just to make sure, like, if y'all are getting y'all shit off, whether it's like social distance or whatever, or just safe for. And it doesn't even say like a time to when they would open it. Excuse me. It just says that they're opening. So that definitely plays a big part for me too. But I don't know. We'll see. And it looks pretty straight. But excuse me. What else is on this docket? I'm trying to think. Oh damn, we 40. It doesn't feel like we've been talking for 44 minutes, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Did you want to get into? Did you want to get into the Disneyland?
I'm just
Magic
doing the
Mountain?
ad-libs. I'm letting you cook. I'm letting you punch in.
Nah, that's crazy. ISO'd? Did you want to get into the Disneyland Magic Mountain to reopen April 1st?
I don't really got much to say about it, honestly.
Are you going? No. Do you like amusement parks?
They say Disney World is the happiest place on earth.
What if they make it to where like it's a guideline? It's like 100 people in there at one time. The park is kind of big.
Scott, you've never seen me go to Disneyland.
I mean, you.
Come on, bro.
I don't know. You right, but there was a time where I didn't know you. I don't know. Are we excited about the stimmy that's on the way?
Yeah, Warnock needs to stop playing. Did he implement that shit yet?
I don't think
that's on him.
Nah, he was talking about it at the halftime at the All-Star shit. I'm like, yo, I don't want to see
my
you talk.
stimmy.
Give me my stimmy. I need it in my bank account. I don't want to see you talk. We voted for you. What's next?
Nah, that's
we in March.
I think they got something. The House is voting on it on Wednesday.
The House be taking their sweet time, yo.
Yeah, of course.
Like, they be chilling. Hey, where's Kamala Harris? What's she been doing?
Bullying in the house?
What happened to everything she said she was going to do?
Converse.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. And those first 90 days are smoothly coming to an end. So, yeah. I don't know. We're going to see. Excuse me. Did you want to get into, I think one of the last things that's kind of on the docket is the Burger King controversy?
Yeah, so Burger King UK receives mixed reactions after tweeting, "Women belong in the kitchen" on International Women's Day to encourage women employees to pursue a culinary career.
Give me your take. How you feeling?
How the fuck you think I'm feeling, bro? Like, I'm gonna start be like, yo, what? How you think I feel? No, how do you think I feel that?
I don't know how you
think.
feel.
You think I'm for that?
I'm not gonna say you for it, but
So-
you might
so
have
how
a
you think
different
I feel?
take.
It's the Kings.
Yeah. You think I'm for that?
Obviously, you're not for it, but what is your reaction to it? Are we canceling Burger? I know you don't eat Burger King, but
we cancel everything. I don't even eat Burger King, bro.
and that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Is there
they
stock
cancel it. They
floating?
cancel it. I don't really know.
Are the women canceled them? Like on social media? Obviously they are, but
I mean, if you ate at Burger King to begin with, you're a sicko. Like, you're still.
have you ever eaten Burger King?
Yeah. Who hasn't?
Me?
Okay, you're lying now. We
When
can
have
we
I
can we
eaten
can end the
Burger
show.
King?
We can end the show.
When have I eaten Burger King?
Okay.
I was a McDonald's kind of guy.
So you've
but
never ate so
I'm
from
not a-
high
I
school
was-
from high school to now.
I've never tried a Whopper. Nah.
But you say you've never ate at Burger King.
I mean, the only thing that I would get from Burger King is a Whopper because that's like the most famous thing.
I'm just going off what you said. So you're saying you never ate at Burger King?
Nah.
Okay.
I haven't eaten at every fast food restaurant there is.
Okay.
That's what you making it seem like.
I said okay.
What you mean? You wildin'. So you've eaten at every fast food restaurant before? Like, not now in this life, but just in general.
No, but I've eaten at Burger King.
I've never eaten at Arby's before. Like, there's places where I've never gone.
Okay.
That's just what it is. Yeah. I don't know. That was a little weird. I think we covered everything on the docket. Shit. Were there sleepers? I know we covered
I guess
music,
happy late International Women's Day.
It was yesterday.
I forgot to talk about it right after we talked about the Tory and
that
what was that relationship shit that we was talking about? Whatever.
Tory and Meg.
Yeah.
Definitely that. Shout your women out every day. Celebrate your women every day for sure. Big up to you, queens. But yeah. Happy International Women's Day. I want to know why they don't get a month, or why they don't get a couple months. Same reason why we don't get we get Sweetest Day. That bullshit.
Well, no, it's Women's Month, but
Why
don't we get like a Men's Month?
That's another question too.
You can say that. You can say that.
We get Sweetest Day.
But Sweetest Day
That's
is the day,
thing.
and not a lot of people
Females don't
recognize
even
that.
honor. Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people recognize that. That is a conundrum. Who knows? But do we deserve a month?
Yes.
I'm not saying like I don't think we do. I'm just saying off the strength because
The Kings deserve it.
big kings, shout your kings out for sure.
Holding it down.
I mean, maybe there is, and we just don't know about it. Cause I didn't know about Sweetest Day until like this past year.
Give it a couple years, they're gonna create it into a holiday.
I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't be opposed.
What month would you want it to be? Like, what month is a sweet month for, like?
When is Father's Day?
June.
Sometime summer. It don't have to be June when Father's Day is, but I don't know. Cause Valentine's Day and then
I think summertime cookouts and shit like that.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. They're not gonna do it though. They're not gonna do it. They're not getting that off. But yeah, that's the docket. Shit. You said you ain't got no sleepers, right? I don't got no sleepers either. No music to really play. I guess that's it. Shit. Appreciate the first timers, the last timers, and the in-betweeners for coming back again. You know what I'm saying? Showing us love. Like we say, excuse me, I have so much flatulence and I've been on this fucking diet. But like we say, visuals coming on Saturday. We will drop this tomorrow, so y'all definitely go check that out. We're gonna give it up like that. Shit. Till next time. Yes, sir.